for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points.
And he takes it. Cole Kmet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The quarterback dropped, was in the pocket. He could go through all his reads 3 or 4 times. He had all day.
Yeah, how about that, being able to go through your progressions like that? You may practice it all the time, but rarely in an NFL game do you get a chance to go, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and pick the right guy for the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 50, here's Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Shit.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Montgomery.
What?
Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bears draw a bit closer. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles, just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here.
He is passing at the perfect spots, dude.
He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields.
What? Oh my fucking God, dude!
First and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. He's got it.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd and goal, Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery there to make the grab, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime.
I literally pressing square to swat the ball away.
And it changes the way you approach the second half.
Hey, come on, man.
You want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That'll be incomplete as the
Excuse me?
stop with 14 seconds remaining. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field in Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Gonna make this comeback.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be brought down
Little
shot
block
at the
down
20, so the
guy, dude.
decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down now, it's Cohen, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Fields. That's complete to Robinson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On first down, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Fields on first down. Throw caught here by Bird. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, J.P. Holtz, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Fields.
Let's fucking go.
Down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And here we go on 4th down. Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Fields.
Oh, damn, I did not see him there.
As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter play. Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that
thought he caught that shit.
This one upside down.
Robinson caught that shit. What? I can't see. You know what?
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
Oh, Lord.
Montgomery, a first down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Fields.
Nope.
Taken in on the right sideline, but not in the
Let's go. Nice pressure, baby.
Incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That dime. Go for.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Fields. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. That's to his running back.
Let's go.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields looking up with Allen Robinson for the touchdown there. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 7 yards, the pickup there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Oh, that is fucked.
Just past the 50, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 77 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Touchdown! Demir Bird, 75 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. I think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive?
Kind of not what I wanted. I want some more clock, but let's just try to play some defense.
It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big time play, big time result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now...
Holy shit.
What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Past midfield, look out. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Peace out, y'all. Be back on tomorrow. That was one hell of a game. No, hold on. I'm definitely gonna clip that.